What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another On the Farm. I know it has been a while, and I do apologize for that, but just busy and not necessarily stuff to film and all. Anyway, guys, today is a blast from the past here just a little bit. Dad is currently sandblasting our 3-point hitch Harrow bar. We're gonna call it that. Okay, this is the framework that'll hold our Harrows behind the 995 on 3-point hitch, and as you can tell, everything's really green. This actually took place back, we'll say summer. But anyway, I wanted to get more video of it. So yeah, the project has been kind of sitting in the combine shed for a while, and we haven't really touched it. You can see the sand flying. Holy cow. In slow-mo. Gotta love that. This is off my phone, actually. I'm just saying, I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys remember when we bought this thing, we actually bought this at an auction many years ago, and yeah, it was quite a while ago. We did a little bit of customization to it back in the day. We actually shortened it. We narrowed it up, I guess would be the technical term. Basically chopped the ends of it, and Dad welded on the top link because the top link that it had was not going to work with our quick hitch, so we did modify that as well. These are the arms that go back to actually lift the back of the Harrow. This was, like I said, I think it was about 2 feet wider on each side, roughly. Dad's going to correct me after this video comes out, but anyway, so we chopped it down because we don't have enough Harrow to be that wide, and we don't want it that wide. So I like Dad's little sandblast setup here. That is a Harbor Freight sandblasting helmet. You have to have some kind of helmet on because you just get pelted in the face. There's a little plastic elbow at the top there, and then we just had some hose run into our air system and had a valve kind of crack, give him some fresh air in there so he didn't get too hot and didn't fog up or nothing, and kept him good to go. So you guys missed the priming process. You can see that was that pipe what Dad was cutting there a minute ago. Ran a pipe all the way through the thing, so we made like a giant rotisserie out of it. We Ron peeled it. We definitely set it, and we forgot about it for a while. Not really, but you know. Anyway, that way we could, you know, roll it around and paint it. Because, you know, you paint it on one side, and then you go to flip it, and you mess up the paint unless you give it enough time to cure, and it's a whole thing. We're just using spray paint here. Obviously, 2 different kinds of primer, as you can tell. There's 2 different colors there, you know. But anyway, it works. This is back in the what we call the combine shed, where all of our 3-point hitch stuff lives for the big tractor. And boom, it's orange now. That is technically flambeau red, I believe is the actual color. It's the orange that we've painted our disc. Parts of the 3-point hitch, part of the quick hitch is the same color. We really like it. It's a good orange. I'm just saying, we really like it, so that's why we painted it that. You know, just saying, really a good orange. You can tell the dirt's a little orange in that shed too. A little bit overspray, but it happens. All right, so now fast forward to just like last Sunday, and you can tell everything's not, well, it's still kind of green around there, but anyway, actually assembling it on the back of the tractor. That is one of my brothers there on the left who was down and helping us out. So we are putting the brackets actually on here that the Harrows themselves will hang from, little chains and little brackets go over the square tube basically. And it's pretty simple, really, and it's pretty slick at the same time, you know. So really going to be a good addition to the farm, I feel like, for when it comes time to like harrow the lane and harrowing in the garden. And there you can see the fronts are all hooked up. I actually didn't get any video of the backs being hooked up with those arms that come over the whole thing. And then I'm not really sure if we're going to leave it set up the way it is. We have the back suspended just from some chain. I'm not sure if we're going to let that go or not. So my brother's on the tractor here, and he's actually harrowing out here where we're going to be planting some rye. Spoiler, we planted the rye in the same day, but it'll be in a future video. There's more to that video I need to film. So he's not really doing a lot because there's a lot of trash here. This was a cornfield this past year. You can see the pumpkin patch on the right, basically left of the screen. That's where the pumpkins are going to be next year. And so we're trying to smooth it off a little bit. He did disc it once before this, Like I said, that's coming out in a different video, but it's not doing a lot. But for things like our lane, when we go to grade the lane next spring, I'm assuming we'll have to, I don't know. The 3-point Hitch Harrow is actually going to be really, really, really slick for that. Or if we get into a garden situation where there's no corn debris, we had a little bit of a miscommunication with the farmers. Actually, we just forgot to communicate with them that we wanted to plant the pumpkins here next year, and we actually didn't want them to work the dirt. What we were going to do was kind of use our brush hog as like a rake almost, and windrow everything and try to burn off all the corn debris, the trash left over after the corn harvest. But, and unfortunately they harvested the corn, say, on like a Wednesday, and on Thursday they were in there working the dirt. So we didn't get to communicate that with them. That's on us, not them. They didn't know that we wanted this ground for next year. So it's all good. We're dealing with what we had to deal with, you know, just got to make do. So you can see he's balling up with a lot of debris, especially on the right side there. But if we were in a situation where we were in some cleaner dirt, didn't have all that debris, I think this thing would be doing really well. Maybe a few adjustments we need to make. The 3-point hitch is down all the way at this time. I think we need to lengthen the back chains out just a little bit more. I think they were a little short, but it's all good. You can see Dad's out there in the laser checking out, just seeing what it's doing and stuff. And my brother's on the tractor, and you can tell he is turning up a little bit of wet dirt. It was actually a lot wetter in the garden than we thought it was going to be, but technically this is field. We're taking it as garden. Whatever. It's Dad's ground. Dad owns it. It's all good. No big deal. The farmers don't care. They're cool either way. I'm just saying. So good guys that farm the land. But there is a good shot where you can see the arms kind of coming back. The orange arms that come back and lift the harrow. Initially, when we bought this, it had 4 of those arms on there, because you would have had 4 sections of harrow, a little bit narrow harrows, but still it would have had 4 sections. We didn't buy it with harrows. These are the harrows my grandpa's had on the farm for a million years. I don't actually know, and I bet you Dad will let me know that he doesn't even know how old these things are. They're ancient. They've been around for absolutely ever. And there's a good shot. So the top link's out all the way in this shot now as well. Hydraulic top link, we can shoot that out while you're driving. I'm pretty sure it's out all the way. And the hitch is as low as it'll go. So I'm thinking maybe even the front chains need to be lengthened up a little bit, and definitely the back ones as well. Kind of let that harrow set on the ground a little bit better than it is. But overall, if we were in a situation where the dirt was clean, I think it would give really good results. The thing that I like about it is you can turn, and yeah, you probably shouldn't leave it in the ground per se for a lot of turning, but it's going to follow right behind you, and not like our drag when we have our drag thing set up where you could clip something on a corner or whatever. And with this, you can back into the corner of, say, the garden, back right up to a building if you wanted to, and away you go. As you can see here, he's just dragging up with way too much trash. He's leaving wheel marks still, which is not a good thing in my opinion. The other thing we need to do, if you notice, the right side of the 3-point hitch is kind of low. We can adjust that as well. We just didn't do it because we didn't notice it. So need to bring the right side up. But I think we need longer chains up front and in the back. But definitely I think the front needs. But if you do the front, you got to do the back, which the back's going to be adjusted. Those chains are longer. But anyway, got a little bit of tweaking to do. But I mean, just the fact that you can get to the end of the row, raise it right up, spin your tractor around, and just keep going. I don't know. I really like it. Tighter turns. When it comes time for the lane, you know, we'd have to turn around on the highway, and it's actually kind of dangerous to turn around on pavement with a harrow if you're not paying attention. But with this, we can just get to the end of the lane, raise it right up, turn around without even going on the highway, and boom, we're back on the lane and grading. It's going to be awesome. A 3-point hitch harrow is something we have wanted on the farm for a long time. There, you can really see that angle of the orange compared to the actual harrows. Like the orange, the bar is way too low on the right side. But anyway, that's okay. We can adjust that. It's all good. And with that, guys, that's basically the end of the video. I appreciate y'all watching. Sorry it's been so long. But hey, I've already started filming the next on the farm. And I'll catch you guys in that one. Until then, have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.